Hello, vinyl community. I am have returned for a vinyl update. As promised, a couple videos ago, I'd mentioned that we were going to we're going to go record shopping to actual record stores, which we haven't done in a little while. I mean, there for a long time, when me and Kat first started going to record stores, we were going literally every weekend, and we were going to two, sometimes three or four record stores, and making an all-day event out of it. And I tell you what, that takes a toll on you. It's really tiring at the end of the day, but it was worth it, and we found a lot of cool stuff. And that's how Kat had built up really the majority, if not all, of her collection, aside from the occasional what do you call it, record convention or record fair, whatever they call it, or thrift store, half price, whatever. But we went to a couple record stores this weekend. It was Kat's birthday, and that was what she wanted to do. So I mean, who am I to argue with that? That's like the best birthday present for everyone. So, and we had a couple friends go with us. Kat's cousin and her husband went with us for the first time because they're record collectors in a sense. They're sort of new to the record collecting, so they went with us and they found some good stuff, and we all had a good time. So I'll show you what I got. This will be in a couple different videos. The first video, which will be this one, these are all the either newer records, reissues, or ones that were more than $1. And then my next video will be all the stuff I found in the dollar bin. So, first record I found that I wanted, that I was amazed to find, because one, I didn't know it was on vinyl, and I didn't know that it really existed in any format because I'd never seen the CD. Uh, I have some of the songs on my iPod, but I downloaded those. One song is from, actually, the first song I heard from this band is from the Return of the Living Dead soundtrack. The song's called Party Time, which is on this album. This is 45 Grave. I believe this is their first album. It's called Sleep in Safety. And this is a reissue, of course. Originally came out in '83 and was reissued in 2017. The Eternal Death Rock Classic, now out on ghastly green vinyl. And this is a limited to 1,000 copies. So I've seen this in the punk section, and I about flipped, because, like I said, it's just a lot of times when you're not looking for something, you really just it leaves an impression on you even more because you're that amazed that you found it. There's the inner sleeve there, and I think the first time I'd seen this band, I'll show you the vinyl here. There it is with a nice picture of a bat. But the first time I'd seen this band on TV was on New Wave Theater, which I think was on Night Flight at the time. And they did a song. They did two songs. One was Black Cross and one was Evil, I think. And I didn't know who they were. I don't even remember knowing who the band was all these years later, but remembering, oh, I remember seeing that on Night Flight. So I looked it up on YouTube, and sure enough, it's on there. So that got me reacquainted with the band. I had already known that they did the song from the Return of the Living Dead soundtrack. But beyond that, I couldn't put a song with the band, that I knew who they were. And then they later, or I guess I thought it was on this album, but I guess not. They did a cover of that song Riboflavin Flavor. It was a novelty hit back in I don't know when. And I thought it was on this album, but it's not listed on here, so I don't know if that was a single or what. But anyway, 45 Grave, that was like the find of the day for that record store. And then I also found this. I didn't have any from this artist, and I sort of toyed with the idea of getting some in the past, and almost have. I got some in the past, but always ended up getting something else. This is Hazel Adkins. What the hell was I thinking? Comes with the download card. And his music is very, I don't know, it's like an outsider music, I would say. It's, I don't know how else to describe it really. But I've heard a few songs of his, and this is black vinyl. Here's the label. I've heard a few songs of his, but not real familiar with him as an artist, other than I know that it's sort of off-center, which is always, you know, what I like. And then here's the little sleeve here that goes, it's not really a sleeve, it's just like an insert, I guess you could say. The usual thing, you know, has a little write-up there with him, about him as what kind of artist he is. And as soon as I finish these videos, I'm going to do the download cards that came with some of these. But yeah, this was a really cool find. This was in the country section of the, we went to Everybody's Records, which is one of our favorite record stores in Cincinnati. That was the first one we went to. That's where I got those two records. And then these records I got, these were used also at Everybody's. Dr. Demento, Demento's Mementos. I have a couple other, I think this is, I have like 3 other Dr. Demento records, but this one is sort of, looks like the same, I mean, it's set up the same way as far as the black vinyl, the cover wise. And this is a used record. It has the original sticker on it there, $9.49. Here's the back. And it has Barnes and Barnes. This is the one that I recognize. Showdown with the Rodeo Song. I don't know if you've heard that. That's a great song. The Three Stooges, Dickie Goodman, Jason and the Straptones. But, yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with Dr. Demento. I used to listen to him on the radio back in the 70s, and I don't remember what radio station it was on at the time, but I remember sometimes it would come in real clear, and other times it wouldn't. I'd have to turn the radio or the antenna a certain way to actually get it to play right. And then this one's Dementia Royale. I'd never seen this one before, so I seen that. It's like, wow, I have to have that, because that's, I don't know, I just love the cover. But Dr. Demento in general, I mean, how am I going to not love it? This also has Barnes and Barnes, different song. Weird Al's on this one. Fred Blassie. 2 songs from Barnes and Barnes. Ruth Wallace on here. Wildman Fisher. Bobby Pickett and Peter Ferrara. So yeah, there's some more records on the back that they offer, or that they had at the time. I have this one. So yeah, and this one has, this one's from Rhino Records, so it has the original Rhino sleeve with it. And it's just black vinyl. But let's see, does it have any more listed here? This one would be a great one to find. Elvira Presents Vinyl Macabre. I'd love to find that one. The Kazoos Brothers. That'd be a good one. Wildman Fisher, of course. But yeah, it's got some cool stuff. So yeah, you know, Weird Al, or not Weird Al, Dr. Demento, before Weird Al got his start. more or less. So there's a documentary. I don't know if it's finished yet on Dr. Demento. It's called Underneath the Smogberry Trees, I think, or something. And then this record, I want to say that I might have picked this up earlier or before. I know it was on my wish list, but I don't think I have. It's a CTI record, Stanley Turrentine Cherry. I don't think that I got this one yet. I think this was one that I was looking for, and you know, because I bought the one that I was really looking for not too long ago called Sugar with Stanley Turrentine. So, and the CTI records, you know, I've been made aware of, you know, how good they are. So I went ahead and got that one. And then we went to, let's see. Yeah, we went to Shake It Records, which we hadn't been there in a while. And one of the records I was looking for at Everybody's, they had a few from this artist, but they didn't have the one I was wanting to find. That's a band called Shovels and Rope, Oh Be Joyful. And this one came with a CD of the album. There they are on the back. But yeah, this one, I think I've heard one song, maybe two. And it's like sort of folky, country flavored type stuff. And it's really, really good. I would definitely recommend this band. They also did, on YouTube, you can find the little, I think it's called A Concert at a Tiny Desk at NPR. They did recently. But it's nice marble vinyl. I don't know what color that'd be. Sort of like a cream color, maybe. Marble, like a blue. So yeah, that's really awesome. Can't wait to listen to this, which will be probably today. I'll be listening to this. So yeah, some good finds there. And if I can get this back in the sleeve, I have one more thing to show in this video that I meant to show in the very beginning, and I just now forgot. It's because, you know, I do that. I don't want to go back in there. So yeah, check out Shovels and Rope. But I also picked up the new Ghost live album. It's called Ceremony and Devotion. It's a double live. This is also out on vinyl. And it's also out on 8-track, I guess, but the 8-track is sold out on their website. It's sort of crazy. But, you know, if you like Ghost, you'd like this. I mean, it's just their standard live album from 2017 tour. And there's a whole controversy going on with Ghost right now. I guess the whole band was fired. And there's a lawsuit against the lead singer of the band about royalties and so on. But they're supposed to have a new album out in the spring, studio album. So that's it. That's all we got in this video. Thanks for watching my vinyl update from our record store vinyl digging day, I guess. Stay tuned. I'll have another video coming up shortly. And please subscribe, and we'll see you later on, alligator.